see that. Hello, everyone. There's Tracy. Everyone's starting to come in. And welcome to tonight's show. And I just want to let everyone know I'll be down the South Coast on Friday night. Tickets are selling very, very well at Wingdang. So I'm looking forward to the meeting up with everyone down there. I'll have my new book on mediumship with me. And I can't wait to get there. I can really, really feel that energy building up. So it's always a great, great lot of fun to be back on the South Coast again. I think I've been going down there for 10 years. But it's always different. It's quite incredible. So I'm so looking forward to Friday night. So thanks for joining me. And in July, I'll be at 5 Doc RSL on the 11th of July. But anyway, tonight's theme is we're going to be tuning into different psychic links. I'm a medium, but over the years I've worked with lots of things. I've worked with crystal ball, I've worked with tarot cards, I've worked with flowers. We're going to show you different ways how to get to link and how to do little readings for yourself. I even have a little coffee cup here, so we'll be talking about that as well. And so I hope you enjoy it. Well, we are now coming up to the winter solstice here in Australia. In the northern hemisphere, it is actually called the summer solstice. Now, the winter solstice starts from the 21st of June and goes to the 23rd. That's the time that we have the least daylight, and then it's the sun's rebirth as it goes around the planet, and it's time for regeneration, renewal, and self-reflection. So it's actually a very quiet, gentle energy. It's very different from the Christ consciousness energy at Christmas when we have on the planets. Is very, very different. But it's the pagans call it the Yule, celebration of the goddess, which is a moon energy. And it's a very quiet energy, like I said, and it's a time to make changes for yourself and a time of great reflection. And it's really funny that this energy is coming up because a lot of clients and a lot of friends and a lot of family, everybody seems to be going through a lot of changes at the moment. And it's now time for you to really look at yourself, look at your friendships, look at your career, look at your home, look at things that no longer serve you. You need to really take some time out and have a reflection of yourself and work out what you need in your life. It's also a very good time to go through your house and get rid of all your clutter. That will help you think better, and also it will help ground you. But I love this time of year because a lot of stuff comes up. For example, I was talking to my daughter today and she was saying that she's a bit frustrated with her yoga, and she wanted to change venues and make changes and get out there. And I said, well, now's the time to do it because you've been talking about this for ages. And so often people will spread their wings and start to do other things. So I love this time. It's a time of realignment, and really take your power back and really get out there and start to live the life that you want for your highest potential. So it's actually a very good time. And sorry for all the people out there who've got colds and flus. I've had the flu or a cold for about 4 weeks now. I mean, I'm just coming out of it. I think it had something to do with my throat chakra. But anyway, I'm speaking my truth and I'm feeling a lot stronger. So I've pulled out a few cards today, which I'm sure that you can all relate to. And my cards are always a bit of a story. So a lot of you people out there will probably relate to this, and this is what I pulled out. The first thing is, in a time of reflection, sometimes you may get the devil card. That's old patterns, that chain you, that stop you from moving forward. You might feel guilty, you might feel horrible. So all these emotions are coming out. So if you have the devil card in your relationships, perhaps it's time to look at the people that you surround yourself with. If, for example, this comes up in your health, you may be suffering from some sort of depression or anxiety. So now's a really good time to really address that and, working at your highest potential and start to really love yourself and take personal responsibility. Or this could mean a love affair. Like if this comes up, if you can relate this to your love life, or someone that you think you love or you're with, but they don't treat you right. And, domestic violence, this is for men and women as well. If this comes up perhaps for you, this is a time for you to get counselling or take action and really cut the ties with that person. Also, if it's for families, it could mean boundaries, putting those boundaries up and starting to say no. No is a very powerful word. So the devil card is really, it's not a bad card, but it's a wake-up call for you to get your life in order. So I think this is just a reminder of what's around you. So have a look at aspects of your life now that things aren't going so well, and you can change this, okay? The next card I've got is the Tower. Now, this is another major arcana card in the tarot pack. I actually work with the Mythic Tarot. So the Tower is the card when everything changes. I call it sort of when the crap hits the fan kind of thing. That's what it's called. Everything, no, it's no longer working. And sometimes this may happen if you don't want it to. Again, this is a broad band. It could be in friendships, it could be in your love life, or you could have lost your job. And when one door opens, another door, when one door closes, another door opens. So it can be many, many things. So if any of you can relate to the Tower card, the Tower card, to me, it may be horrific at the time, and it just scatters everything. It's incredible. It's a real life-changing event. But, it depends on how you take it. I think anything sort of bad that happens, it's a time for you to reflect and think, now I can change this. I can do something about this, because how I've been operating isn't working. So if this is happening in your life, it's now time to take action. Okay, the next card, which came straight after that, is the Chariot, which I love. The Chariot card is another major card in the tarot pack. It's called a major arcana. And, this is when you've had troubled times. You hop on your horse and off you go, and in your chariot. And the chariot is like a victory card. It's a win, because you can get over anything. So once the towers hit you, you get into your chariot and off you go, and you'll make it, because the chariot's a very powerful card. And also, as a major arcana card, it's saying that you'll be fine no matter where you are or what you're going through. So that's a welcome card. So remember, when you have these massive changes, something good always happens. I really believe that. Okay, I've done a bit of a mix max today. So the next card I've got, once you've moved away from these toxic situations, you go through a period of transformation. This is a transformation card. It's a very powerful card. You start to see yourself, in another way. You might be thinking, I really have to get my health in order. I'm going to do that. It's time. Or that relationship, I really don't want to go out with these people that make me feel bad anymore. So when you go through the changes, you go through this period of transformation, and sometimes it can be a bit scary. So if you do feel it's scary and you can't manage, what you need to do is just call on your angels, call on your guides, and everything happens for a reason. Half of these experiences we have are also what I call lessons or spiritual contracts. So spirit is always watching over you. So if you are going through a bit of a transformation, call on the angels, call on your mum and dad or whoever's in spirit around you, your loved ones. They hear you no matter what you think or do. They are always with you, because they're connected to you by love. Call on the loved ones to come and help you. Your guides are there to help you. So we have a whole mass of spiritual people, spirits that can help you go through these big changes. And once you've done that, you'll start to notice things on the outer, because you'll become the Emperor card. And this is about creating good karma. This is about making positive changes. And this is you building in the world, building your dreams on much more of a solid rock of how you want to live your life. So the Emperor card's a welcome card. Also, I'm picking up a lot of people are very focused about finances at the moment. And I feel if you want to change your job or you want to make other ways of making money, now's the time to do it. I've been in contact with a lot of people who are going through this, and I see lots of new work coming and things like that. Not only have people been moving, they've been changing jobs left, right and centre, because we've all been through this reset with the COVID, and we all want to sort of do and live a different way. So it's no surprise. So there's a lot of people who, if you want to go for a new job, now's the time to do it. Now's the period to really strike out and go for it. So I love that card too. And with that, it's all about honouring yourself. You're beautiful, you're fantastic, have a positive mindset, and welcome all the accolades in. When people say you look gorgeous, it's lovely to see you, thank them. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. Instead of thinking, oh no, I'm not. Learn to take the compliments, because it's, people want to reach out, and some people just can't take it, can't receive compliments, but you need to learn to do that. But you just do it in a very polite and very gracious way. And once people start to treat you, you know, with high regard, you will feel that. You will feel that very powerful, amazing energy. And the last card I got was, it's time for all of us to be the goddess within, really sort of resignate into that powerful energy, that intuition, that knowing, that owning and believing your gut. Because if you think about it, no one can really trick us, or if anything bad happens to us, it's generally our fault, because our intuition, our gut, is always telling us. It's on 24/7. It's like a siren. It's like alarm bells. And so become the goddess within. And that's for the men as well. Trust that intuition that's inside you. It's a very powerful spark, and let it unite and trust it, because once you start to trust your intuition, your whole world will change. So there you go. They're the readings for the cards tonight. So I think we're going to move on now. I hope you enjoyed that. And thanks everyone for joining us. We love it and we like responses. So let us know. Hi, Kim, how are you? Let us know if you enjoy being with us as well. We love your questions. We love your remarks. And also, we just want to say that if there's any trolls, there's often quite a lot of trolls here, just ignore them, okay? All right, I'm going to bring Violet on now. Violet, we're going to be talking about different ways of how to connect to psychic connections, okay? We're going to be talking about different ways. And I'm a medium, but I like to get psychic links with my mediumship. I absolutely love that. So I'm just going to show you a few psychic links. What's going on there? There's something on the screen.
Oh, something happening in the background there. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't need to do that right now.
Okay, so here we go. Trust you. She's a whiz, isn't she? I'm a sort of a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to this sort of thing.
Oh, I do. I really do appreciate everyone's help out there with all the trolls, like Kerrie said, that jump on, or just, really appreciate, guys. Just, can't see everything I do, and I appreciate the little updates. Hey, Violet, you missed this one, or whatever's going on. So yeah, that's wonderful, and let's keep reporting those people.
Before we move on, there's a message here from Janet. She said, is there a baby for my youngest daughter? I got, yes, there is. I do see a baby coming.
Yes.
Sooner than later, especially this year. I see a pregnancy this year is what I'm getting. So yes, there is a baby coming. So no worries about that. And okay, so we're going to be talking about psychic links.
Yes.
As I said, I'm a medium. You're a green witch and a psychic, aren't you? So we work in different ways.
Completely different.
Mediums are very different from psychics, because we talk to people that have passed and they give us the information.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Some people can't understand. How did you know that? How did you know that information? It's just the way it works, because all my information generally comes from the spirit around the person.
Mm-hmm.
But I also love tarot cards. I like to play with psychic energy as well, because it's just so exciting, isn't it?
There's so much going on around us in the energetic fields and in that auric field, and information's just kind of
this is going to show you how to read people, read your life, and give yourself little readings. We're just going to show you different ways on how to give yourself different readings.
Absolutely. What have you got sitting there?
Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at, I've got playing cards, okay? Yep. Playing cards. And I'm going to show you what this means. It's funny because every time I take my mother out, there's a cafe, and when you buy a coffee, you always get a card. So playing cards are really good. I don't read playing cards, but I know a bit about it. But I have been to some very good,
they're amazing,
older ladies that have been incredible reading these just ordinary pack of cards.
It's actually very common. That's how that used to be, do the readings.
I call them gypsy cards. For example, you have the 3 of clubs. That means that's a society card, and also it can be a time, like 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months.
Yep.
And it's a time card, and it's about taking care of things if that comes up.
Yeah.
I've just done a few little spreads. Okay, this is the 9 of spades. That's not a very good card. It's usually worry, stress, and sometimes people say it's the end of something.
Correct.
Or a death.
It's the finishing. In the gypsy world, when we see that 9 of spades, my nan would say to you, it's closing. It's closing.
I really believe there are no bad cards.
No.
because we are in control of our destiny, really, aren't we? If
Yeah,
you
we
have a
are.
positive outlook.
That's right.
And often, we're on the wrong path, and sometimes the thunderbolt comes
Sometimes
down.
we need that closing.
That tower card, yeah, but these cards are incredible.
But,
So
yeah.
that's a pretty yucky card to get, actually. It's all about
it's
stress,
not one of our
worry, it's sort of
favourites.
finishing.
Yeah.
Okay, the next, which is the opposite, this is the 9 of Hearts. This is like the wish card.
It is.
This is the wish card. The wish card is all about, making your wishes come true. It's joy, it's happiness. It's a really good card. So if you get this, say if you're asking a question of, will I blah, 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 you get this card, yes, you will, 100%, and the angels are with you.
That's right. We'd look at that, and if you were like a young woman coming to us and she was dealing the playing cards, she'd say, oh, you're going to get married and have the baby. And
yeah, I know, so it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are like gypsy cards, aren't
yeah, they are.
Okay, that's the Queen of Hearts. See, as in the tarot, we have females. That's the Queen of Hearts.
Yep.
She depicts a very sincere, loving woman, very caring, generally with light hair. And she can either be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. I pick her up as a fire sign, so there she is, the beautiful Queen of Hearts. Okay, I pick her up as very fair. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Spades. That's usually legal. That can be the death card, legal endings, or documents and things like that. But I have to tell you, I was doing a show down on the South Coast, and I went to have a cup of tea with my mother at this coffee shop, and the lady gave me that.
How interesting!
And I thought, oh my God, the Ace of Spades, and I thought, oh my God, maybe my show's going to be terrible tonight, because it was before I did my show.
Okay,
this is about I think it was 2 years ago. I was down there, and this car was looking me in the face, and I couldn't believe it. And then I went on the night. I was doing the mediumship, and I got this woman in the audience, and her son had suicided. And guess what his name was?
Oh no.
Ace. His name was Ace. And she freaked out, and she said, because I kept saying, I keep getting Ace, Ace, Ace. She goes, that was his name, and he had a tattoo on his body.
Oh, wow.
And all his friends, when he died, they all had the Ace put on their bodies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and, he was...
Spirit works in
very emotional.
Amazing ways.
Very, very emotional night, and I think everyone was in tears, but what an incredible thing, him coming through like that, telling his mother how sorry he was.
You get to experience that, and we see it a bit differently, but Spirit's always working, isn't it?
I know, it's just incredible.
Always working.
As I said, every time I do these spirit shows, I never know what's going to happen.
No.
Like I think, oh, is it going to work? What's going to happen? And then suddenly, boom, it's like an electrical current, and then bang, 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 you're sort of in the audience, because there's so many...
And she's on, people. She's on.
There's so many
we don't know what's going to happen.
There's so many spirits that really want to come through, because they're so connected, like that young boy who really wanted to get in contact with his mum.
It's those connections. It was when we're sitting in the audience, and the lady from the AbFab, she just breaks my brain.
Oh yeah, that was
funny.
funny.
Turned out it was her name, and she's going, "You're that
Patsy.
woman from AbFab."
And her name was Patsy. Yeah, that's another funny.
She was.
But her mother was telling me how she used to hop on the back of that motorbike without any underpants on.
I know.
That was funny too. She was a character, that girl. And if you're watching, Patsy, love to you.
Absolutely.
We know
brilliant.
who you are.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
And that's it in shows, isn't it? You get out there.
You get out there and you connect to all the people.
She's just, as soon as she gets out there on that stage, whoever you've been hoping is going to come through, or whoever's waiting for you, they're lined up.
They are
lined up.
Yes.
And
there's
differences between psychics and mediums, but they're lined up for Kerrie, waiting and whispering in her ear.
For all mediums, anyway. Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
What's another psychic link?
Well, I have brought, because it's one of my favourites, I have brought my pendulum.
Right.
I love it.
So can you show the viewers how it works?
Well,
and anyone can do this.
Anyone can use a pendulum.
That's the beauty of this. You can get yes and no.
Make sure you cleanse them, because like all psychic tools, keep them nice and cleansed, keep them in their pouches.
And how would you cleanse it?
I always run mine through a little bit of sage smoke, and I also keep a little bag with some salt and some herbs, so when it goes back into it, it's re-earthed and grounded, and the salt helps keep everything away. So I keep it nice and cleansed. I also program this, so it's programmed. I use a board. You don't have to. You can simply work with the energy, and what you're going to ask it for is, you're going to ask it really basic questions to start off. So you're going to say, is my name Violet? and you're going to ascertain where the yes is and where the no is, because for everyone it can be different. Okay, I like to give them a really clear board which has it kind of really nicely laid out. Okay, and I like working with this energy. It allows me to lose focus and just let the pendulum move. And so I ask my questions that way. So channeling and working through that. And you feel it. There's a more weightedness, isn't there, Kerrie, when Spirit's working through it? It's not just you doing this. You can really feel the different tugs and the pulls that are coming through.
And would you say a pendulum's accurate?
I do. I find it completely accurate with what I'm doing.
Okay.
You've got to keep your questions simple. You can't go into your complex. It's yes, no, left, right, not a whole diatribe. Okay.
I've also used pendulums for clearing chakras in the body.
Yeah, okay.
That's swing it over. And also I've used it for location of murdered victims over a map.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yep. So you can use it as that as
location,
well. And some people, don't do murder victims anymore, but you can get a map and you can actually place the pendulum, the pendulum land, and usually it's 100% where the body is. So that's quite incredible.
Using it for cleansing is wonderful too, Kerrie.
Yeah, cleansing, clearing your chakras. The pendulum's a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
Okay, the next thing, I've got flowers. You can do flower readings. So,
I like this.
And this is fun to do. You know, people go, oh, no, I can't do that. Well, this will really open up your psychic abilities.
Right.
So what you do is you get the flower, you smell it, you taste it, you absorb the flower, you feel the flower from the other person. I learned this at the Spiritualist Church. We used to put them into brown bags.
Okay.
And once I do a psychic reading on the flower for the person, I put the flower down and then I tune into the spirit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it just gives me that psychic link to get into the spirit. So this is my flower. So see if you get anything from that from me. So you haven't done this before, have you?
No, I haven't. But I'm immediately going to say to you, as you were touching that, I just got heart. I got a really beautiful heart chakra sense from this, and like a really deep sort of love. And I felt this beautiful family connection in there. So wanting everything to be peaceful, this nice home centered, and how much love that you actually pour into family. You're a bit of a softie, Kerrie,
yes, I love my family.
You are actually a bit of a softie with your girls and everything. I can really
and my
feel
cats
that through here.
Oh yes, too much information, Violet. Now it's time to stop.
That's nice.
But you know, if you want to have fun like little flower parties, you can just pick a flower or a leaf and you put it in a brown bag and don't let each other know.
Actually guys, it's got a really amazing energy.
Yes, the flowers give us a lot of information. But if you're doing mediumship, once you get that psychic link and you do that reading, you put it down and then you go straight into the spirit around you.
Beautiful.
Another way is the crystal ball. Now, I've had crystal balls for years because I love it, and this is such a good way to open up your psychic abilities.
That's a nice one, Kerrie.
Now, this cost a lot of money, actually. This cost a lot of money back in the day.
That up.
Now, because I don't use crystal balls anymore, I did way back in the day.
Wow.
I use this, I put it in different centers in my house and I program it. And actually I can manifest with this. Ooh. So crystal ball, but if you're going to use it for scrying, you need to keep it in a black container. And I always clear the crystal ball and then I handle it, put my vibration in it, and then have a go. You just hold it and then you scry into it and you'll see little pictures.
That's a beautiful
of my vibration. Sorry, you might see pictures of something in the future. You might see the past. It's quite open. It's amazing how it works. And I used to do this for years, and it really gave me a lot of clear vision, what I use now with my mediumship, because it really opened up my third eye when I used it as a tool to do that, to really open up my third eye so I could sort of be more clairaudient, so I could see more, which was quite amazing.
This is actually quite a beautiful
That's a beautiful crystal ball. It's got many sort of little facets in it. It's not a clear ball.
No.
Clear balls are very hard to use, but
one's got
that's
a really
quartz
nice
crystal,
way.
yes.
It's got an archway through it. It's like you're walking through an archway in this one, and it's got.
Well, it takes you into another realm.
Yeah, well, it's like going through the arches, and I'm literally going through the arches, and you know what's coming through is oration. to orate, to stand on the stage.
Right.
So it's got a really beautiful, it's like going through arches in there, and you watch her sort of go through these arches and then rise on this platform. It's
So
really
when you
lovely.
finish, you clear it again, white light, you white light it, you clear it, and you place it back into your black bag for it to be protected so it doesn't absorb other energies in the house, because you want to be working, this is a tool for you to really open up that clairvoyance. And it's fabulous, because I've had one of these figures, well, I've had quite a few crystal balls over the years, but and I used to read crystal balls for clients, but now I just I hear spirits talking. Yeah. Okay, what else have we got?
Well, I brought in these because I use this a fair bit. I like to use the oracle. So I like to use the oracle cards, but I like to use it for channeling through energy. And so I picked up, these are goddess based. So I like to sort of go through and see which goddess energy is jumping out at me. Who's jumping
I love
out
the
at
goddess
you?
energy. I'll just pick a card. Ooh,
What did you get?
Freya.
Oh,
of course. I'm the
I
Norwegian.
think that's very, and I find that you draw to you what is within you.
Yes, I do. I've always felt like a warrior. I'm probably more.
And she's love and beauty too, as well as that strength, Freya, isn't she? And you must be very Viking orientated at the moment, because you're pulling her to you.
I've lived in Scandinavia and I speak the language, and I've had many past lives. I'm very drawn to the fjords of Scandinavia.
Well, you've just proved my point beautifully. You draw out the energy that's within you. Amazing. And that, I like to use these more as a daily channel to see what energy is residing in me, and the ways that I can focus that and use that energy in my day, or become more aware of it. And so I think that's a wonderful tool for people as well. My nickname is Lagertha, in the Vikings. So I was. Well, it's perfect for you, actually.
Yes, it is. Yes.
We might actually have to,
change my name. Yeah.
We might actually have to put Kerrie in some Viking. Start posting her inner Viking.
Watch out! I'll get my bow and arrow out.
So
yes, that's interesting.
Oracle has that wonderful way of showing us parts of ourselves, or showing us the energies that are around ourselves. Let's
pull a card for Kaz.
Okay.
Is that Kazan?
Yeah, Kazan.
So if you want a card, just type in and we'll pull a card for you. I'll pick a card for Kazan.
Kerrie's going to pick you a card,
okay, Kazan. What have we got for you? There you go.
Which goddess did she get? Oh, Persephone. You got into the underworld you go. So she ended up going into Hades in Greek mythology.
Oh.
And she ended up spending half the year in Hades and half the year on the earth, because of her mother Demetra cried for her. And it was actually, they had to go in and sort of rescue her. So she's very much about the shadow self, Kerrie.
Right.
She's very much
So what's it telling her?
Finding that deeper inner self. So you've got to do some inner work. What she's really talking about is doing that inner work, going back into yourself.
It sounds like you're being affected by what's going on at the moment, the winter solstice.
Yeah, very much. She's very much into the underworld. She had such a beautiful energy. She had the poison seeds in her when she came back up into the earth, and she had to make this deal, this barter, but she had such a beautiful heart.
Right.
She had to learn to love herself quite a lot.
Okay, well, let's pick another card for someone.
Who's up?
We can pick Karen Donnellan.
Okay, Karen Donnellan.
This is for you, Karen.
Oh, Kerrie's got one
there. Here we go. Oh, what has she got?
Oh, she's got very strong energy, right? So she owns it. She's going out there to own it. So it's really saying to you, it's time to step up. It's time to own your power and go after what you want. That Lilith energy just embodies
I love it. So Karen, it's time for you to get out there and go for what you want. Really go for it. Nothing holding you back.
Absolutely.
And Annie, anything for Annie?
All right,
this is
Annie.
the last one. Good luck, Annie. There you go. Morgan Le Fay. Oh, she's one of my favourite. Which is who?
She's up there. Well, she's our divine mother. She's the triple goddess. So she's Virgin, Maiden, Crone, all three in one. she's the battle maiden. So she could confuse men at war. She could
Right.
basically pick winning sides. And she had 3 faces, or 3 sisters even.
Mm-hmm.
So she was very strong. She was magical. She used her intuition. And she really was deciding who was going to win the game.
Interesting.
Who was going to win? She had the cunning. She was putting her
Well, she's
smarts
also
to
Queen
it.
of the Fairies, Morgan Le Fay, isn't she?
So it's really saying it's time to use your smarts. Maybe a little bit of manipulation is required.
Oh, that sounds
to
interesting.
get where you want to go.
Excellent. Okay, so the next type of psychic link we're going to be talking about is coffee cup reading. There you go. I've been reading coffee cup for years because I married a Greek.
Yes, you did.
And his grandmother showed me how to do it. So I'm psychic anyway, so it was pretty easy. So what you do, you put your coffee in there, you drink it, and when you finish, you put it down and you spin it 3 times. 2, 3. This is Turkish coffee, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pull it up, and then you have messages in the cup. Can you see that?
Wow.
See that? And also you have messages on the saucer. And what it does, it has little pictures. So what you do, you start from the handle here. You start from the handle of the coffee cup. It's amazing what you can see too, because you'll get little pictures and things will happen. It'll give you time periods and stuff like that. Like at the moment, I've got a ring around the top and it's telling me smooth sailing. Can you see that?
Wow.
It's very smooth. There's no darkness there. There's nothing. So this is actually a pretty relaxed cup. So it looks like I won't be having any more disasters in the next 12 months.
Well, that's very good news.
Which is good, yes. So and then you see, I see a little rabbit. Can you see that?
Yes.
Like a little rabbit. There's a little rabbit right near the beginning of the time. This is 12 months. So there's something coming up for me. It could be fertility. So the rabbits of fertility.
Yes.
It's funny because I was dreaming about rabbits the other night.
We did talk about that.
Yes, I was dreaming about rabbits. So there's a little rabbit. I don't know if you can see that in the bottom of the cup. So you see the little and a rabbit to me is about fertility. And you can actually buy a book about symbology and what they mean. Like rabbits, you know, like a dream. If you dream, like what does rabbits mean? You can, for example, it's about fertility. It's about good luck.
Good luck. It's safety, security.
That's come right up on top of me because it's right near the handle. So there you go.
Yep.
And then you sort of move it around. And actually, this is not an ominous cup or a bad luck cup. It's actually a very clear cup.
It looks very bright and
very,
clear.
very bright. But then you start to look at it more close. See if you can have a go. Look at little images.
I thought I had seen a horse in here.
A horse. I might put some up on the Facebook again because I used to post some of the coffee cups and people would read them. So we'll see how we go.
We will. I'll put a picture up. Anyone who's watching, I'll put this image up tonight over on Instagram and Facebook, so you can all jump in and tell us what you can see. Okay.
And the person that wins, we'll have I think we'll have a competition. I'll send them a book.
Yep.
So there you go. See the images on that as well. Yeah, on the bottom of the cup.
I will include this for you guys, and you can all have.
And you can all post in, and whoever's accurate.
Kerrie will pick out who's got it.
We'll send you a.
Because this is definitely worth some investigation.
So that's the coffee cup readings, which are a lot of fun. Okay, the other thing is clothing. You know, you can read clothing, especially if you're looking for missing people. Missing people.
Yes.
Like you might have like the woman's scarf or something like that, or
energetically.
just holding a piece of fabric.
Yep.
Holding a piece of fabric, you get a lot of impressions. The person was this. I can pick up a lot of impressions. I'm picking up a lot now about you, actually, but I won't say it.
Don't you dare say those out loud.
You've actually got a lot of decisions coming up.
Oh.
You've got a lot of decisions coming up, and it's about standing up. It's about,
Yes.
You're not thinking properly is what I'm getting. A bit ungrounded at the moment because you've got all this stuff coming up is what I'm getting. But you're going to get out of this soon. Is what I'm just seeing how I'm just.
I think that's why I did my lower back actually.
I don't mean to be rude, but I can actually feel it in her.
She's touching into the energetic field. I can feel it energetically. So she'll be picking up all those things.
So you can actually, but you always have to have permission before you do that.
Yes, well, Kerrie has my full permission, you
Yeah,
see.
you don't just go read,
No.
go into your kid's bedroom or your boyfriend's and start reading his underpants or his t-shirt or whatever, because it's
And
an
that's a really
intrusion.
important rule, isn't it, Kerrie? Even when we're as working as psychics, we need that permission. We need that official, I'm here to be
You
read.
do have to have permission, it's not, you do have to have permission to do that because it's a violation. Now, the other thing is photos. I love photos.
Oh, that's a nice.
Okay, I love photos. And a lot of people say to me, I'd really like to get in contact with, my father. I haven't heard from him and I really miss him. And I said, well, talk to his photo. Talk to his photo. And often you can just look at a photo of someone that's passed and you can actually hear them talking back. You can talk to them like, Dad, I really miss you.
Yeah.
Look, I need some money. I've got to pay all these bills. Is there any way you can help me? And then it'll come in a certain way. It really does.
Yeah,
it's quite
100%.
amazing.
Exactly what Kerrie's saying. I had a dear friend of mine who's been through some troubles.
Yes.
And was speaking to her father's picture. And like magic, she came into what she needed to get out of those troubles. So Kerrie's 100% right. Be open.
Also, you can get profiles of people. Like when you look at, you can really read people's faces and photos. Like, for example, the size of their lips.
Oh, 100%.
People with skinny lips are usually measly with money.
And
people with big lips can be a bit gossipy.
Yep.
Yeah. People's eyes, eyes tell us so much too, don't they?
That's a real big thing for us. Yeah. Eyes
tell us everything.
Shape, dimension, how close, even structure. So we look at things even like long necks, small shoulder spans, large shoulder spans, little things like that. They tell us quite a lot about the ancestry and the personality and what's been going on even in traumas.
The other thing too, with psychometry, you can read crystals, people's objects, you can read watches, you can read jewellery. Like you can take a piece of jewellery and you get like an impression. So that's mine. So you just hold it and you can get a psychic vibe. You can feel it, smell it, taste it. And you can get a vibe about, you can actually find out a lot about the person.
I'm going to give everyone a big Kerrie secret away. I'm telling you, everything around Kerrie is a massive heart vibration. She's a big softy, people.
Besides that, you need to specific things. Oh, like for example, I'll show you. Pass me a piece of your jewellery and I'll show you how to do it. Like jewellery is really good to read, and then so you hold a piece of jewellery and you can actually pick up psychometry. You pick up a lot of information. Okay, the first thing I'm getting for you is I feel there's going to be another house removal within 12 to 18 months. That's for sure. I'm picking that up. And also there's a lot of decisions you make. I know you love gardening and that you need to give it a break because there's a lot of emphasis on you trying to do everything all at once at the moment. And it's about, you really need to get people to help you more. Help you more, because it's like you try and do everything for everyone. And also, do you have problems sleeping?
I do at the moment.
Yeah, because I feel your mind's on 24/7.
I do.
So maybe take a little bit of melatonin because you've got all this stuff going on, and also you're reading a lot of people, aren't you?
Yes,
that's what I'm picking up. So there's a bit of burnout there. So you need to slow it down a bit. Not try and read so many people. You need to have time out. I'm hearing time out is what I'm getting. And I'm picking all that up. Look, I don't know much about what Violet gets up to when she's not here, so I'm not making it up.
No.
But that's what I'm just getting off that piece of jewellery.
She's correct. I have literally been out. I've just put a greenhouse up and I've been out there in the garden going for it as usual.
I know you love it, but you really need to sort of just meditate, take time out. I know gardening's good, but also it's very strenuous for your back. So even walking would be really good. Actually, I pick up swimming would be great.
I used to love swimming, Kerrie.
Water's very good for you because you've got that energy.
I do. And you're right. I have been reading a lot of people because a lot of people have been in trauma. So like Kerrie, I try and probably, like she's suggesting, spread myself a little bit too.
Another thing is if you're working in the caring professions, it's very important to close down. It's very important also to use, I use white energy grids where I flick the energy in when I'm finished and then I close the portal.
Yeah.
And also you need to wash your hands.
Yes.
And if you're exhausted, say, I used to see quite a lot of people in my office when it was there, and I used to have either a salt bath or Epsom salts bath to really clear my aura.
Absolutely essential. Need that salt in your life,
and
people.
if you're working Look, I used to work in my house, but I wouldn't recommend it anymore. But you really need to give it a smoke out because often you'll pick up spirits
Yeah, you do. And
and they linger because
they don't
it's
like
like
to go.
it's like a hotel. Oh, we'll just go to her place.
Just go hang out there. And then what I do is I phone Kerrie up and say, I've got a few hangers on.
Yes, I know. And then I have to clear it. Okay, well, let's go on to the
Right, we've
readings.
got a lot of questions,
A
Kerrie.
lot of
So
questions. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. I'm
better
ready,
get
everyone.
into
So
them.
the question time. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect to your loved ones. If I've got my head this way, it's generally I've got a spirit talking to me because I pick it up on my left side. I'll also pull a few tarot cards, and here they are. I'm working with the Mythic Tarot. And also, if I'm looking this way, so I'm talking to my guides. So if you see me sort of moving my head around, that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, the first reading we've got is for Gillian. Should I go back to my old meditation circle, or will a better one come to me? Look, I feel at this meditation circle, I feel it's done the full 360. I feel there were people there that didn't serve you any longer. I don't feel that they were the right people for you is what I'm getting. I feel you'd be best off to wait because I feel there was a lot of disruption there. And I feel if you go back again, you'll just see the same thing. Look, often people aren't love and light. And sometimes these people that run these things, they aren't who they exactly say they are. And I feel that you know that. It's almost like no one can stop you from seeing what's really going on. I feel I'm being told it's best to move on. You will find another group, is what I'm getting. You just have to be patient. I feel that you're moving on. I don't feel you'll go back to that group. Sorry. Andrea, will I ever buy a house? And if so, when, please? Look, Andrea, I feel that it's like you're weighing up the pros and the cons, and I feel that you will buy a house, but I feel I'm getting more towards the summer months, and I feel it could even be coastal. I don't feel it is where you are now. I feel it's sort of a coastal place is what I'm getting. You will buy a house, but I feel it's more towards the summer months or next year is what I'm getting. I'm getting sort of summer, spring, summer. And it'll be really good for you. It's quite exciting because I just feel you can't decide exactly where you want to go, but I do feel it's coastal. Okay, Debbie, I'm going through a breakup with my boyfriend. Will I ever have a good relationship? Look, Debbie, all I want to say is hurrah. I'm so glad you got rid of that dude. I feel he was totally not good for you. It took you ages to do it. You really need to cut the ties with him because he wasn't the right guy for you. I feel there's some sort of betrayal around him. He may have been seeing somebody else or had a bit of a wandering eye. And I feel you knew this for some time, but this guy was not committed to you whatsoever. I do feel that you need to cut the ties with your ex. Don't take him back. Don't trust him because I pick up betrayal around you with him. I feel that he's a liar. I know that sounds pretty heavy, but like you're not desperate. So get rid of this guy because he's definitely not the right one for you. And I feel he can't commit to you. I do feel there is someone lovely coming in again towards the summer months, but I feel it could be on a dating site. It's sort of like an organised organisation. And I feel you may have a choice of two. There's once you get rid of this guy, I feel the others will come in because you're quite attractive. It's almost like you're going for a ginormous, the winter solstice. You're going for this ginormous reflection time of really, bringing your relationships in order. Will you meet someone? Absolutely yes. But I feel this has to be the right one. Don't waste your time with losers. Okay, Nicola. Wondering if my son is okay. The first thing I feel a lot of sadness, a lot of stress. I feel that it's almost like I feel he will be okay is the first thing I'm getting. I said, don't worry, he will be okay. I just feel it's been very stressful for you. Trying times and not enough information. But I feel that I've got a male here in spirit. I don't know if this is your father. I feel it's someone that may have had cancer, may have been a smoker. He's telling me he'll be okay. You just need to have patience and it'll all work out. He will be okay, so don't worry. It's almost like he's going through a lot of changes, a lot of lessons, and he learns things the hard way, unfortunately. Tracy Maxwell, have I finally met my Mr. Right? Will I make a big move? Tracy, I feel you've already made a big move because I feel that it's about you. I just feel you have so much fear and trepidation around you, it's ridiculous. I do feel that you're almost scared of being hurt. I see lots of good things coming for you. The big move, I don't feel yet. I feel it's later. This person around you, I feel he's okay, but it's just that you've got a lot of fear around you. I feel fear stopping you from really diving into that pool of new experiences. I feel there's so much fear. You really need to cut that off and let go of that old fear, that anger, that disappointment, and really then you'll start to see things more clearly. At the moment, I pick up you're blinded. It's almost like you're too scared to see reality. I do feel there's a big change coming up for you, and definitely within a year's time is what I'm getting. So yes, you will be okay. It's just that you've got so much fear, so much trepidation. You're really sort of dragging the past with you. You really need to let all of that go and have a little bit of faith in people and life. Elena, is my mother around me, Kerrie? Elena, the first thing I'm getting, I feel that your mother is around you. I feel she's in spirit. She's telling me she was not well before she died. You've been dreaming of her. She's been trying to come through in your dreams. So she's a woman that really loved flowers. I feel this lady loved flowers. I don't know if she gardened, but she's telling me she loved flowers. She's showing me roses. And sometimes you can smell perfume, is what she's saying. I know it's been very sad for you, and it's almost like because this is a person that you could really talk to, really connect to, like a soulmate, is what I'm getting. I feel she does come around you, especially when you go through different phases in your life, because I feel that your life's been on a bit of a downer, is what I'm being told. Your mum absolutely loves you. She's telling me you're a beautiful girl, and it's time for you to move forward. And you've got some good friends around you too, is what she's saying. But everyone depends on you. Everyone depends on you. Look, also, I'm hearing you've got someone called Pop or Grandfather in the spirit world. They've come in to say hello, and he was telling me he was a bit of a handyman. He was a bit of a handyman, is what he's saying. He was good at fixing things. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, Christine Moss. Is there a message from Mum in Spirit, please? There's a lot of mothers coming through tonight, isn't there? I feel the message for you, Christine. I feel there's changes. I keep hearing there's changes. I don't know whether you need to really look after your health. It's about, I do feel you're going through a bit of change, a bit of reset, and things are changing around you. And also, there's been a lot of stress around you at the moment, is what your mum's telling me. And she said that you need to work it out. And you've got an elephant in the room about something that you're avoiding. So you really need to speak up about something. It's just been very hard for you at this time because I feel you're very disappointed in a lot of things, but everything will work out okay. Confusion and worry around you, you really need to let that go because it's really affecting your health. Mum sends her love. Also, I'm seeing daffodils around your mother. Lisa Hosking, any advice about feeling so lost? Look, Lisa, I do feel you're in the dark, and I feel that it's almost like one step forward, one step back. I feel one step forward, one step back. I feel that you've been through a big loss in your life and it's been very, very hard for you. I feel that you really need to have some sort of counselling, is what I'm getting. It's almost like you can't cope with things that are going on, but you will sort yourself out. It's a struggle for you, I understand. It's almost like you're depressed and you're very, very emotional, but it's about bringing balance in your life. I feel a counsellor or someone like that would really be helpful for you. It's about bringing more laughter and light and love in your life because there's so much sadness, so much gloomy doomy. And you're not that sort of person. So you really need to get help with that. And I feel a professional would be really good for you. It would really sort you out. Okay, Tony Watson. Will my new job work out? Does my mum have a message, please? Tony. Okay, for you, Tony, I do feel that your new job's good. I feel you just need to have a bit of patience. At the moment, I feel you're very, very frustrated is what I'm getting. And money's very important for you, and I feel it's time for you to save. So I feel you're basically in this job for money because you need to stay there now and just take your time. Don't be so impatient is what I'm getting. Also, I feel that there's some sort of holiday or there's a holiday for you in the summer months. I feel you'll be going away, and I feel it's something to do with water. It's coastal, and it'll be good for you. You're also a very spiritual person. I feel that you love anything spiritual, and meditation would be really good for you. So just have patience. Your mum said her love. She also comes for you in little signs, little messages. Like sometimes you might see little birds or butterflies, or she always shows you little signs that she's never far from you is what I'm getting. Beautiful, beautiful woman is what I'm getting, and she loves you very much and telling you to really go for it. I'm getting head down, bum up, and just give it all you've got, because you've got this is the message for you from your mum. Okay. Okay, we've got Marie Woolley. Will my best friend's dad ever be found? He's been missing for 9 years. The first thing I'm getting is no. I feel that he may have passed into the spirit world is what I'm getting. I don't feel he's still with us. I do feel that I feel his death may have, I don't feel he's here on the planet is what I'm getting. I've got a man talking to me. He's telling me he had an accident or his death was, it was sudden. It was sudden is what I'm getting. I don't feel that. If this is the man I'm tuning into, I don't feel he'll be found is what I'm getting. He was a missing person, but I don't feel he's still around, is what I'm getting. T.A. Erwin. Would my idea of starting my own business in consulting be successful? I feel for you, T, I feel it's about waiting for the right time. I feel absolutely you will be very good, whatever you do, because I do pick you up as sort of very particular. You kind of remind me of Virgo in a way, because you're hardworking, you're very good at what you do, and I feel you've always wanted to start your new business, and I feel you will be, yes, you will be successful, because it's something that you're passionate about, and you've always wanted to do it. I get yes, go for it. It's just that you've got too much doubt, because I feel that there are opportunities for you, but it's almost like you're too scared to move ahead, so just go for it. You've got nothing to lose. You can always go and get another job. Lisa Avery, is my nephew Patrick around at all? With Patrick, I feel that whatever's around him, I feel that at the end his death was sudden. I feel that he was quite a character. I feel he was quite alert. I pick up an alert, very alert. I feel he's quite small when he passed, but very alert is what I'm getting. Very inquisitive little boy is what I'm getting. I pick him up as an angel in heaven now, and I just feel it was so sad, the passing of Patrick, and I feel there's people still mourning him, because it was just such a horrible thing to happen. But yes, I feel Patrick is good. I feel that he didn't have any. I don't pick up he had any pain or anything when he passed, and I feel his death was sudden. Okay. Karen Donovan, will the issues with one particular neighbour ever settle? Will he sell and go? Look, I just feel this this neighbour around you, Karen, honestly, what a monster. I'm hearing a cat fight out the window as I say that. He is a monster. Look, what I'd do for him, I'd fix him up by sticking a mirror, like a bagua mirror. Hear the cat fight?
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's not my cat. My cat's a scaredy cat. Karen, you need to place a mirror facing on the outside. It's a bagua mirror. It's a mirror. You face it towards your neighbour and let his horrible energy go. It's almost, I pick him up as a busybody. He's a guy, he's a busybody. He watches you. He's got nothing to do. He probably fancies you, Karen, is what I say. Fancies you. Maybe you should start putting a big pair of thongs on your porch, so maybe he thinks you've got a boyfriend or something. That might get rid of him. I feel he's got mental issues. I wouldn't talk to him. I'd ignore him. It's just I pick him up as a busybody. I feel he's got problems with his health. He's definitely got problems with his health. He's talking about selling, but he worries about money all the time. So place the mirror towards him and see what happens. Amy, will we get the place we looked at today? Amy, I do feel that there is a new place for you, and I feel that there's good opportunities for you. I feel definitely within, I'm getting three days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So I feel definitely something coming soon for you. I'm not sure about the one today, though. I don't feel it. I don't know about today. I feel there's something better coming along is what I'm getting. I know you've got your heart set on it, but for some reason I feel there's a lot of people that want that place. I feel it could be either the next one. I'm getting 3 days, 3 months is what I'm getting. Don't worry, it'll come. The right place will come to you. I just feel that there's a lot of stress around you because you're really worried. But I do feel when you do get your place, you're going to be very happy. And I just feel you need a lot of light windows. I'm seeing lots of light and windows around you. Deborah, is there some peace for my daughter? With your daughter, I feel that she's going through, Deborah, I just feel she's going through this ginormous ginormous learning curve of lessons and learning, and it's been very, very hard for her and very, very frustrating. I do feel that she will find peace, and I would be getting her to go and see a counsellor. I feel that it'd be really good for her to do that. Get her to see a counsellor. I pick up she's a very strong girl and she's got a lot of resilience. I just feel the stress around you is terrible, but she will be okay. But I definitely get a counselling or helping her in that way, because I just feel at the moment she's down, but she will find her strength again. I pick up she's very powerful girl, and I do feel changes coming in for her. So don't worry, it'll happen this year. Okay. Okay, Kalani. I would like to learn Reiki and do healing on others or readings. Do you see this for me? The first thing I'm thinking of, Kalani, I do see this is your purpose. You're here to help people, and I feel that you will find a way to do this. I feel Reiki is very good for everyone. I even studied it years ago when in my early 20s, and years ago in my 20s, and it is actually opens you up, Reiki, and you can actually give yourself healing. So I feel Reiki would be really good for you. As for your readings, I do see some study for you. I feel sitting in a going to do a tarot course would be good for you, or some sort of psychic development group would be perfect, because this is what you've always wanted to do. I feel you have a natural ability anyway, so I'm encouraging you to go to all your dreams. Alison Farah, will court finalise next month? I do feel that there's been a lot of delays around you, Alison, and I feel that it's like you're hanging there. But I do feel that it's coming to an end. So I do see a new beginning coming up for you. It's just been so bloody long and so frustrating, and I feel yes, it's definitely it's on the cards, and I can see this. You've got a good lawyer, so things will go well. Okay, Kath. Is it time for a new puppy? I feel yes. I feel it'd be really good for you, Kath. That'd be great. Okay.
Now, we've had a lot of requests tonight. They all loved you picking out some cards for people.
Okay.
And I have a couple of little requests. One of them is from Georgie, and he said, "Can you please pull me a card, Kerrie?"
Okay. Well, let's pull some cards.
All right. Well,
we'll get you back on.
Okay.
We'll get Violet back on. We'll pull some cards. We'll finish off the show tonight pulling cards, which will be fun, because that's a different way to get a reading, and maybe for ones we haven't done. I'd say. So let's do that. Let's have some fun. Will we use the tarot cards, or you want to use the goddess cards?
Yeah, you can go with the tarot if you want.
Okay, we'll pull some tarot cards, I'd say.
Okay, let me get this. There was so many. Okay. Let me come up to this.
do a bit of both. You got your goddess cards
Yes,
there?
I do.
Do they want the goddess cards?
I think they want a bit of any cards. There was a lot of requests for cards, just any card for me.
Okay, all the cards. There you go.
Let's start with these. So, Georgie Kunis, pick one for me.
Okay, the first card I'm picking is, I feel there's some sort of new work coming for you, because I've got the Ace of Wands.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel whatever you've been looking for, Georgie, with work, I feel there's some sort of new work coming for you. Something you've been thinking about for a while will be really good for you, so go for it. And I feel you've been thinking about this for a while, but I don't know if you thought it was possible. So it's work related. Something new in the work segment is going to happen for you. It'll be fantastic.
Love that. Love that fire energy. Vivian Patterson, can I have a card, please?
Okay, let's pull out a card for you out of the tarot pack. Okay, I just feel there's a lot of peace coming into your life, Vivian. I know you've been through a lot with your health, with worrying about everyone, but your main focus is whatever you've been doing the right thing. You've probably been doing a lot of work on yourself. I feel a lot of calmness in your life is coming, is what I'm getting. I know it's been very hard for you, and you just had so much going on over the years, but I feel finally you've learned a way to switch off.
I really like that card. I see
so
a lot of peace.
It'll be good. Peace, switching off, calmer times.
Ash Ann would love a card. Ash Ann.
Look, whatever you've been going through, you picked out a major arcana card. It's called the Chariot. The Chariot card is all about whatever you've been going through in any aspect of your life. You have the winning card. Things will work out for you. So don't worry about anything, because you've got the victory card and you can do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the Chariot.
We've got Nicola Hewitt.
Yes.
I'd love a card.
Okay, what have we got? Okay, I feel the Justice card. The Justice card is good. The Justice card is the meaning of bringing more balance into your life. I feel that it's about weighing things up before you jump into things. You know, just everything to do with balance is what I'm getting. So there you go. So feel new balance, new life, new beginnings with this.
It's got that justification.
Yeah, so things will be fine. So don't worry, don't worry.
Okay, and now we've got Cindy Cole would love a card.
Yes, Cindy.
Cindy Cole.
Okay, this is about nurturing yourself, Cindy. It's about nurturing yourself, taking time out to really, you know, I love that goddess stuff, like taking a bathing.
Go for a rest, go for a walk.
Nurturing yourself, making you feel good, buy yourself some flowers. This is really good for grief or people that suffer from anxiety and that.
Yeah.
I always buy myself a present when I'm going through hard times. And the more you nurture yourself, you'll notice you'll have beautiful experiences because you're actually capturing a new type of energy.
That's true.
So it opens you up to heartfelt things when you nurture yourself, because when you love yourself, others love you too.
Now we've got a lovely lady, Julie Petco from London. She's from London.
Nice. Hello, London. London's calling.
And Julie said, can I have a card, please?
Yes, we'll pick a card. Oh, look, I feel you've got a lot of love around you, Julie. I don't know. I'd be getting some sexy gear if I was you. It's talking about love. I just feel there's so much love around you coming in so many different forms. The way you feel about yourself, loving thing. You're into passion. Passion's the key word for you. Friendships, work, you know, really starting to love yourself. And also more love in your relationship is something that's really, really calling you.
Yeah, it's definitely that Ace of Cups is very much that.
It's all about love
and love,
joy,
and
happiness. What a beautiful, beautiful card.
It is a really lovely one to pick. Tony Watson McLean, please may I have a card?
Okay, Tony. Okay, look, I feel there's a bit of confusion around you at the moment, Tony, so it's not a good time to make serious decisions. I feel you need to sit back and you need to wait, and then when you're here, when things calm down, that's when you make the decision. I'm being told wait. I also feel there's a lady in spirit around you, and she's telling me that she never waits. She never waits.
She's not got
but now you need to wait. You need to have
to be patient
because you don't have a lot of patience.
That's don't worry there, Tony. I hear that a lot.
It's a bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun. I quite like this section. Anne Morrison, can I have a card, please?
Anne. Okay, I get some sort of celebrations coming up for you, Anne. I feel it could be like the birth of something exciting. You could be hearing about the birth of a child or something new coming for you, celebrations, and really enjoying that with friends and family. It's a really nice time for you, celebrations. Time to kick those heels and celebrate because you've got some good things coming.
Yeah, you do. Now I've got Emily Wydell for a card too, please.
Okay, Emily, let's have a look. Again, I'm getting new beginnings coming up for you. This is a major arcana card. It's called the Fool. So I feel something new's coming up for you that's quite exciting. And even though you think, what the hell could it be? I don't know what it is. I feel this is something that's going to happen with you. I feel it's more imminent within the next couple of days and weeks. Something new is going to present itself in your life and you're going to think, oh, I never thought that would happen.
Coming out of the blue just to give you a bit of up and coming. We've got some people, hold on. So many here. So let me just see if I can pick. And last one maybe in here. I had a lady.
Okay, let's pick out for Angie Rose. I can see her there.
Okay, beautiful.
Angie Rose. Oh, look, I feel for you, Angie. I feel there's been a bit of worry for you, a bit of worry around you about lots of things going wrong, and I just feel it's unnecessary because what they're telling me, you've got a lot of happiness coming in. I feel you've got a new home, you've got new beginnings. There's so much happiness coming for you. Don't worry because I feel there's a lot of happiness of the heart. I feel relationships are really going to sort themselves out, and just step back from the drama in your life is what I'm getting, because I feel there's a lot of happiness coming for you with your partner, with your family, and a big surprise is going to happen to you for this year.
Very nice. Penny Holloway.
Okay.
As our lucky last, do you say?
Look, I feel there could be some decisions around you is what I'm getting. This is to do with decisions, Penny, about think very carefully and because I feel this is going to present itself. I feel it's something you're going through now. You've got all these decisions and you have to be very careful and be very diligent. Be very diligent about how you do this, okay?
Absolutely. I'll see if I can find the last one. Anyone jumping out at you there? There's so many. Taz Alata. Taz Alata, a card for you in terms of her career. There's a card on her career.
I just feel there's something in your career that I feel you need to cut off. I feel that something's not working that doesn't suit you. I feel you need to cut this off and you really need to be more assertive with what you want.
Yeah.
And stop sort of standing back and letting people tread on you. I feel it's very important for you to cut off what no longer serves you. Look, this is all to do with the not equinox, what is it? It's the winter solstice. Because all this energy is coming up for everyone and it's really making us wake up. Yep. And we're looking, oh, I don't want to do that, or this doesn't feel right, and that's what's actually going on.
And it's telling you to actually look after yourself.
And when she does that, she's got more money coming.
Oh, look, Taz, that you pretty much, I've noticed you in the feed there, my career, what's going to happen. So Kerrie's really nailed that for you. And she's right, it's really time about self. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I love the card section, by the way. It's so many requests. Everyone wants you to add it in for them, please.
Oh, okay.
They've made some big requests for more cards.
Okay, well, the tarot are pretty spot on, aren't they?
That was amazing.
And all the mediumship too. Anyway, love, love, love to everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We had a wonderful time. As I said, we've got some spirit shows coming up in clubs, and if you can come along, come up and say hello. That'd be great. And I'd love to connect to you. I'll just quickly give myself a plug for my new book, which is there.
Violet's taken it again.
Violet's taken it. I just want to let you know that I've written a book on mediumship, and this explains exactly what it's about in different ways on how to improve this. And it's a very good gift for the people who love that sort of thing out there. So have a beautiful night. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. We'll have a new topic, and yes, we will pull some cards for you. It's a lot of fun, and we can get through a lot of people. Love, 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 and blessings. Please enjoy the winter solstice because it's happening now. Okay, whether you like it or not, you will feel the energy because it's quite disruptive, isn't it, Violet?
It's very disruptive, people.
Yes.
We've had a lot of people say they love listening to it, and we love you all too.
And I'd just like to turn off this video, but the mouse is